So if you've been to the AdFlux website, which is at amapittsburgh.com/adflux, you'll notice that there are a variety of categories that you can submit your work to. You can make a single print ad, you can make a campaign, digital ads like you would see on Facebook, or social ads. You could do digital ads that you would see on, websites, Google search, for example. You can submit videos, either singles or campaign, etc. All the information that you need is on this website. But some of you are really great graphic designers. Some of you are really great marketers, and maybe some of you have a mix of both design and marketing skills. For those that don't, I want to be able to show you some tools that you can use to make your submissions better. And let's keep in mind that with this competition, the work can be fictional. If you're a student that has done real world work or through an internship, by all means, submit it. But if you haven't had those opportunities available to you yet, please submit fictional work from your portfolios into this competition. We would love to see as many submissions as possible. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. So how can we make quality submissions? Well, the first tool I want to share with you is called Media Modifier. That's mediamodifier.com. And if you go to Media Modifier, particularly, there are two sections that I want you to look at. You can choose mockups and designs. The first section that we'll go through is mockups. So let's go to mockups and then all mockups. So if you're a marketer with lacking design skills, you can use these tools to create any number of different designs or effects or mockups that you're looking to submit. All right, let's take a look down here at print. So these are all of the print templates that are available. So one of the categories is outdoor signage, and one of the best places to advertise your product or your service or an event is at a bus stop. All right, so let's take a look at this particular mock-up here, this bus stop ad. So recently I had done a webinar for WVU's Integrate conference. So we're going to use that as the subject matter. So when you're looking at this portal, you're going to see the mock-up image. You'll see a description, and then you'll see the options on the right. Now, what's cool about this is that you can download it as a JPEG, or when you're all done, you can download it as a Photoshop document and open that into Photoshop and then further manipulate it if you like. So down here, we've got options on adding images, changing design. So let's go through the process. And so I'm going to add my own image. Now, keep in mind, I'm not going to use an image that is built for this particular dimension. All right, so it's going to look weird, but ultimately how it looks in this mockup is not entirely relevant. So let's find integrate. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to use this picture of AIGA President Rich Lewis, and we're just going to put him in the crop marks there, and choose crop, and you can see, look, there's Rich right there. So let's do the next one, and I'm just gonna use that same image, and then I'll put my picture there, hit crop. Oh, I just replaced it. Okay, let's do it again. All right, we can use Rich again, and then I'll move on to the next one. All right, moving down. Let's go to my uploads, select the integrate image. Just keep that there, move the artwork, zoom in. You can see that the controls are pretty easy to use. So if you're finding in your ads that you've got custom photography that you want to upload, or your own designs maybe imported from Canva, you can do that. Okay, and then let's choose my friend Dwayne here, who is the VP of the American Advertising Federation, and just a really striking, beautiful person. And we'll drop him right in here, hit crop. And then let's go to the last one. go to my uploads, select again, and we'll just put this here. Now, again, the cropping leaves something to be desired, but you get the idea. So there we go. There's the mock-up image. Really not difficult to do. Okay. You may have some other options where you can change the color of elements in the mock-up or the background. I'm going to download this as a JPEG, and I can save this mock-up for later. I can just download the image. And there we go. And there's the image. And you can see that it's actually a pretty high quality. It looks great. Okay, so that would be an example of using one of the mockups for Media Modifier for an outdoor signage submission. Let's take another look at the list of mockups that are available. So if you made a website, you can put a screenshot of that website right here. So I don't know if I have any screenshots, but I could drop that in and you can see all of the different options. Let me just upload an image anyway for the sake of it. And yeah, I don't think I really have any images, but we'll use this one. And if you haven't heard of the pitch, definitely recommend checking it out and signing up. So I'm going to hit generate mockups, and then you'll see all of these thumbnails will generate mockups with that image. So it's done. All right. So now you've got, I don't know, however many dozens of thumbnails are here. Okay. For some of these more articulate ones, you'll have to go in and design those a little bit. But nevertheless, like this would be your screenshot. You can click on that image and then you can download it once it's ready. So let's download that one. And there it is. And you'll see that, you know, look at the resolution. It looks great. Well, maybe not of this image, but the rest of the photo. Okay. Don't beat yourself up on resolution, by the way. You can still have a quality submission with some pixels in it. Your students, it's completely fine. The last one I wanted to show you was social media. So we do have a social media category for social media ads, and this category is sponsored by the National Institute for Social Media and OMCP. And if you actually win this particular category, you'll get a scholarship to do their social media strategist certification or digital marketing certification, one of the two, your choice, which is actually a fairly significant cost and an amazing professional credential on your resume. So please, please, please submit your content to this category. But nevertheless, let's take a look at the social media category. So you can see there are a variety of images here, and these could be used for Instagram posts. You could do story mockups, really whatever you want to do. But I want to call your attention to, let's say, this Instagram profile mockup. Now, you wouldn't want to submit a profile of your a profile image. Okay, you'd want to send us your content, submit your content of a post or maybe some ads you've done. But again, take a look at the options that we have here. So you can see here's the dynamic mockup. You can actually design this as you see it. So I'm going to choose an image. Let's pull a previous image that I may have designed. Might take a moment to load. There we go. So we'll use this gentleman here, crop that. And so we're putting these elements into place. I can change the content here. And you can do this with many of these mockups. It's not just specific to this profile one, but let's add one more element. And let's find a logo. Here we go. We'll use this favicon. Boom. Okay. And let's go ahead and download that. So we'll download the JPEG. And there you go. And you can submit this. Okay. So your submissions don't have to be overly complicated. They can be simple and straight to the point. And you can use tools to enhance your submissions. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, everybody? So that is media modifier in sort of a nutshell. Now, one thing that I recommend is taking a look at media modifier and the website and hitting get started. All right, you can get started for free. Some of the mockups that you may want to use may require a premium subscription. So here's what you do. All right, get together with your friends and pool your money together. It's not that expensive. Okay, pool your money together. Get an account either for a month or maybe you can do a monthly account. Starters are free. Professionals are $25. I think across 4 people, 5 people, you can find, you can do the math on that. However many people you need, you can do the math on that, split the cost. Everyone has access to it, and you can use the service. Okay, so if it's $25 a month, that's great. Yearly, it cuts it down to $12.50. And if you look at the yearly billing, it's 50% off. So I recommend choosing this. And then that way, all of you have access to this for an entire year. So if any other competitions come around, or you want to use this for your portfolio or for your project assignments in class, like, use it. Be smart here. Okay. So I'd recommend professional. Do not do team. You all would just buy one account and share the username and password. Okay. So let's take a look at another one that I enjoy using, and that's called placeit.net. Now, Placeit is also a tool that you can get started with for free, but some of the mockups that are available to you are for premium users only. Okay. But let's take a look at the mockup. So you can do a lot of apparel, as you can see in the thumbnails below. You can also do print work. So let's click on print. All right, so print includes anything that's printed, including apparel. But if you take a look over here on the left, you'll see book, banners, brochures, okay? Facebook ads. You can actually use Facebook Story Maker. One thing I want to share with you, especially with mockups, with your submissions, if you do a print ad, submit the print ad at whatever the dimensions are, 8.5 by 11, okay? And submit an image of someone interacting with that ad. And you can cheat with that a little bit if you use like the book mockups. But context is king. If you're able to show your ad in the space that it's intended for, the environment within which it will be placed and shared, that's even better. More context adds more interest for the judges and more ability to assess the work in a very accurate way. Okay, so you're taking a look here at what is essentially a book mock-up, but you can actually use, any image here that you want, and you can get creative with it. So I want to change this particular image, upload, where it says upload your image. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find that thumbnail, and it'll tell you what the dimensions are, 750 by 1000 pixels. And yeah, I made some ads for a tailgate event for Pitt. So let's go ahead and use that. And I'm going to be able to zoom out, zoom in. I might need to customize this relative to how it looks like to what it looks like in the mockup. I'm going to hit crop. And it actually looks pretty good. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to download that. And unlike media modifier, where it's relatively instant, Placeit is going to take a moment. So you can see the notification has popped up. I can download that. That's going to open up as a ping file. And if you take a look at the pixels, I mean, I'm really magnified here at 285%. It's of good quality. Okay. So submit your design, submit the context, submit however many images you need to get your point across. And you'll have not only really great and competitive submissions, but if your work is accepted into the competition, into the exhibition, it's going to look great. Okay. So those are two particular tools that I would recommend. And for those that are not familiar, I think most everyone has heard of Canva. But if you have not, you can create a Canva account. And what's really cool about this is that you can actually create a student account, Canva for students, canva.com/education/students. All right. All you have to do is sign up with your .edu account and you'll have the keys to the castle. Okay. I myself have two Canva accounts, one for my educational purposes for my teaching, and then one for my side company. So with Canva, once you're signed in, you can essentially make whatever you want. You can use their templates, you can use their mock-ups, you can really do whatever. So I'm just going to type in like advertisement. And let's click the first one there, and you'll see all of the advertisement templates that are available. Now, generally, judges, I think, will frown on submissions that look exactly like what you see here. So, for example, if you're looking at this green framed car wash now open piece, if you take that design, don't change it at all, but you just change the text, then, you're probably not going to fare very well in the competition. All right. The judges are very well versed in spotting Canva work. Now, that's not to say that you can't use this template and then modify the text, but then add additional graphics or add different illustrations. Work smarter, not harder, but know that just because you have access to all these templates, that you can manipulate them, does not necessarily mean that you should manipulate them so minimally that they are practically not even edited. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But nevertheless, we do want to encourage this tool for the non-designers in the room, for marketing folks that have limited engagement with design. So designers, however, are also welcome to use this as well if they so prefer. So with that being said, you can, we'll use that same image. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to choose customize this template. And this is pretty straightforward. Okay, there's a variety of things that you can do here. You can add elements, you can search the element database, you can add text, different fonts, type configurations. You can free draw if you want, if we got any illustrators. Over here on the right, you can manipulate this text. You can change out images. You can do all kinds of cropping. If you want to duplicate a page, you can do that. So if you're making a print campaign, I would recommend perfecting the first design first and then duplicating it, and then making variants on that. So you may find that you just have one ad, but if you made it in Canva, you could hypothetically have several ads and make that a campaign and submit one ad to the single print ad category and then submit the campaign to the campaign category. Okay. Fortune favors the bold. So submit a single piece of work to multiple categories if you can help it. So I won't belabor the demo on Canva. I'd recommend going to YouTube and watching a video on how to manipulate the software, but then also just jump in, experiment with it, break things, rebuild them. Okay, that's one of the best ways to learn this application. When you're done, hit the share button and then move down to download. And then you'll be able to download your file in a JPEG, PNG, PDF, PDF print. If you're submitting something that is printed, I'd recommend PDF print. You can also turn these ads into videos if you wanted to, so you can submit to the category video. Nevertheless, you can choose the size and what pages you want to save out. So I'm just going to keep it at the size that it is. I'm going to save these out as JPEGs. I'm going to jack up the quality so it'll be a larger file, but it'll be high resolution. And I'm going to hit download. And Canva will take a moment to process that. And once it's done, it's going to open up in a zip file. So let's go ahead and extract those. And then you can open up your JPEGs and you can see they look great. And then you can submit that work to AdFlux. So I hope that this was a useful primer on how to use some of these tools, how to make your time working on your projects or even your competition submissions more efficient. Should you have any questions, comments, concerns, etc., you can reach out to me. You can also share your work with me, and I can share that with the judges before you submit it. So if you would like some feedback before submission, I'd be happy to look at that and share that with some of the judges. I'd also kindly refer you to your instructors and have them evaluate your work and make suggestions before you submit it. Nevertheless, this is an amazing opportunity to build a great starting point for your career through, submitting your work to the competition, being brave and bold enough to submit it for critique in a competitive setting, submitting to multiple categories, and then getting into the show. If you get into the show, then you could win. And then after that happens, your work is in the exhibition. It'll be up for a week at CCAC Allegheny campus in the Richard Robert Smith Art Gallery. And then it will tour to a variety of agencies and businesses throughout Pittsburgh so people can see your talent at a broader level. So I hope you appreciate this opportunity. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me. You can contact me at via email at rjtpitt@gmail.com, or you can reach me through AMA Pittsburgh or AIGA Pittsburgh. So thank you, good luck, and I look forward to seeing your submissions.